We read a great deal about Armageddon, and many people are asking me today, is the end of the world near? They're so alarmed at what they see on the television with all the crime that we see and all the hunger that we read about in the Sudan and in Somalia. Then people are saying, save our homes. Church leaders have told me about the breakdown of the home here in Ohio. Nationwide, 1 out of every 2 marriages ends in divorce. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and thou shalt be saved, and thy house. If you come to Christ tonight, it'll have an impact on your family, have an impact on your marriage, on your neighbors. Then we cry, save us psychologically. The tensions in the home, problems at work, health problems, making ends meet. We want to scream at life. We want to escape from life. A few years ago, a popular song said, make the world go away and get it off my shoulders. Job, who suffered so much in the Bible, wanted to die. Thousands of people are suffering from some sort of mental illness. We're called the tormented generation. Millions are crying, what can I do to be saved from the pressures of life? The pressures are just so great. We have great technology to save time, but we have less time than ever. Escapism is a subconscious mechanism to escape reality. Job said, my days are spent without hope. Isaiah the prophet said, even the youths shall faint and be weary. Cain, who had killed Abel, had a terrible guilt in his life. And he said, my burden is greater than I can bear. He became a vagabond, a wanderer. The psalmist said, and I said, oh, that I had the wings like a dove, for then I would fly away and be at rest. Have you said that? I'd like to just fly away from my problem, get away from it, and have rest. The psalmist longing to escape has become the cry of the world today. But there doesn't seem to be any way out for you. To those people, Jesus said, I'm the way out. Jesus said, I'm the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved. We have in the media today what we call group thinking. It's affected our whole way of living. It affects our brand of food, the cars we drive, even patterns of religious belief. Modern communication lays down the law of fashion, manner, speech, and especially moral behavior. Students feel almost like statistics at the big universities. And personal relationships between teachers and students that used to prevail have disappeared and have broken down. The student now feels that he's only a statistic. And students, even in high school and grammar school, are now taking computers to class. In the sight of God, man is an individual. And God looks upon you as an individual that he loves. He has the hairs of your head numbered. He sees the sparrow fall. He loves you. He's interested in you. And he wants you to talk to him and tell him what your problems are. And he will help you. When you see a play on television or you see a movie, almost everyone is saying, what must I do to be saved out of my particular situation? Or you read a novel. How is that person going to escape? All of mankind is crying, what must we do to be saved? And this was what the jailer was asking Paul and Silas. What must I do to be saved, he said. And it's the cry of our world in the latter part of the 20th century and as we begin the next 2,000 years. And Paul had a simple answer. Believe. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and you will be saved. But we don't want to do that. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by me.